Welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into episode 6 of our universe. This episode brings a lot of emotional moments, unexpected danger, and a growing love triangle between Hyun-jin, Tae-hyung, and Yoon-seong. Things get more complicated as feelings are confessed, secrets are revealed, and a mysterious threat appears. Let's break down everything that happened in this episode. The episode begins with a heartfelt moment. Tae-hyung finally confesses to Hyun-jin that he likes her. He tells her she is the first person who waits for him to come home and truly shows up for him. The moment is intense and emotional, but suddenly their neighbor arrives with food, which gives Hyun-jin a perfect excuse to escape the awkward situation. The next morning, Hyun-jin feels very uncomfortable around Tae-hyung after hearing his confession. She quickly leaves the house to avoid facing him. Later she receives a call from Setbyul Daycare saying that a spot has finally opened for Woo-ju. She messages Tae-hyung and asks him to take Woo-ju to the daycare. Tae-hyung happily takes the child but becomes emotional when he has to leave Woo-ju there. While updating Hyun-jin about dropping Woo-ju off, he accidentally sends her a selfie and immediately panics. Hyun-jin looks at the photo at work and her friend Se-yeon notices. When Hyun-jin explains everything, Se-yeon points out that Hyun-jin now has two men who clearly care about her, Tae-hyung and Yoon-seong. But Hyun-jin says she only wants to focus on Woo-ju and her career right now. After work, Yoon-seong invites Hyun-jin to a cafe. He is secretly relieved when he hears that Tae-hyung will soon move out because their 1-month living arrangement is almost over. Meanwhile, Tae-hyung starts his new job as Amy Chu's assistant under Jo Moo-saring. On set, he works very hard and impresses Moo-saring with his dedication. Back at home, the atmosphere between Tae-hyung and Hyun-jin is still awkward. Tae-hyung receives a call saying his apartment has finally been repaired. He realizes that a whole month has already passed. He tells Hyun-jin that he meant his confession but promises he will not pressure her. They decide to keep things the same for now. That night something strange happens. A suspicious man wearing a black cap approaches their apartment but leaves when he hears Woo-ju crying inside. The next day, the neighbors warn Tae-hyung that a suspicious man has been seen around the building. Apparently, he targets single women and several apartments nearby have already been robbed. Tae-hyung becomes worried and messages Hyun-jin asking her to come home early for the next few days. Tae-hyung visits his repaired apartment and sees that everything looks brand new. But secretly he does not want to leave Hyun-jin and Woo-ju yet, so he tries to find faults in the apartment. Later that evening, Hyun-jin accidentally misses her bus stop because she fell asleep. While walking home, she notices a man following her. She starts running in fear and suddenly bumps into Tae-hyung, who had come out searching for her. The man disappears and Tae-hyung asks Hyun-jin to promise that she will call him if she ever feels scared again. He lies about his apartment and says it is not ready yet so he can stay longer. He also gives her pepper spray for protection but accidentally sprays himself in the eyes. Hyun-jin helps him wash it out and while helping him she slips in the bathroom. Tae-hyung quickly catches her, creating a very close and emotional moment between them. The next day at work, Yoon-seong successfully makes a business deal with Amy Chu and her team for a new campaign with a client called Glow Market. Hyun-jin is shocked when Tae-hyung suddenly arrives at the office with Amy Chu. The meeting goes well and the team decides to celebrate with dinner. On the way, everyone suddenly realizes that Tae-hyung and Hyun-jin are the couple from the viral lobby video. Both of them quickly explain the misunderstanding and Hyun-jin strongly insists that they are not dating. During dinner, Tae-hyung and Yoon-seong start competing with each other, trying to prove who is better. Their rivalry leads to a bowling match. Tae-hyung ends up winning and in his excitement he suddenly hugs Hyun-jin. After the match, Moo-saring calls Tae-hyung back to the studio, leaving Yoon-seong to take Hyun-jin home. On the way home they stop by the river to watch fireworks. A flashback reveals that years ago Yoon Song had invited Hyun Jin to watch fireworks too. But at that time Hyun Jin discovered that he had given up a scholarship for her. Feeling guilty, she lied and said she was leaving for a language program. In the present, Hyun Jin admits that she realized Yoon Song knew about her financial struggles and lied to protect her pride. Yoon Song reveals that he knew she was lying all along but understood why she did it. After the fireworks, Yoon Song drops Hyun Jin home and waits until she goes inside. Just as Hyun Jin walks up the stairs, Tae Hyung calls her. While talking to him on the phone, she suddenly notices something terrifying. Their apartment door is open. And someone is inside. Episode 6 ends on a huge cliffhanger, leaving us wondering who the mysterious intruder is and what will happen next. Will Tae Hyung reach in time to protect Hyun Jin and Woo Ju, and how will the complicated relationship between Tae Hyung, Hyun Jin and Yoon Song evolve? That's all for episode 6 recap. Let me know your thoughts about this episode in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.